Welcome to the Chase and Ebenezer show. This is the first episode of
2020.
2020. And we're going to have a good time today.
I'm Benjamin. This is Heidi. And we've already had a pretty busy year.
I know.
I mean, we just celebrated our 16-year anniversary.
Oh, I just drew myself. My new pants. Okay, we'll fix
you
that
just drew on
later.
your pants? And we celebrated by finishing up tracking our EP. So that is done, and we will be releasing it later this year. I want to thank our patrons for all your support and your help. And if you are trying to think of some New Year's resolutions to put in and you don't support us on Patreon, maybe you'd consider doing that, $1 a month.
And a little bit later on, we're going to do our fun Madlib thing that we're starting every month this year. Mm-hmm. And we'll have that for printable form for all of our patrons out there. So we'll do that a little bit later on in the show.
I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be really fun.
Yeah, I wrote it, so I'm hoping that it'll be funny. We'll see.
That means I get to fill in the blank.
Yes, you get to fill in the blank. We do want to give a shout out to some of our viewers who we love very much.
Very much.
We want to say hi to Caleb, Josiah, Malachi, and their baby sister Eleanor. We love you. We love
so
the stuff
much.
you create.
Yep.
Thank you for watching.
You bring joy to our life. Thanks for watching.
Okay, today our main topic that we're going to be very brilliant about is this idea of...
You're setting the bar high,
I know.
sweetie.
No. It's going to be terrible. We're going to talk about rhythm, because that's kind of the word that Ben and I, the focus for this year that Ben and I are working on.
I've been playing guitar. I'm trying to think how long it's been.
95,000 years.
Not that. A long time. I'll just say that. And I will say, chords are hard. You get to twist your fingers all funny and stuff. But for me, strumming and rhythm was the hardest thing.
Yeah, it's hard.
It really is. And then, if you after I've been playing for a while, then I played to a metronome.
The metronome is wrong so
all the time.
often.
All the time. So yeah, rhythm is hard.
It's hard.
But so why are we talking about this? Why is rhythm important?
Well, if you look in nature all around us, there are rhythms. There's changes of season. There's the ocean constantly back and forth. There's our own heartbeat.
Yep.
And so we see it everywhere.
Mm-hmm. And if the heartbeat goes out of rhythm, it's
a problem. It's a problem.
Yeah.
But for a lot of us in our own lives, it's really hard to incorporate rhythms. And there's so many things to have a rhythm about: cleaning, eating, working, and sleeping. It can be very overwhelming, and it's not something that I'm good at. We have with our job, we work.
It's all over the place.
We work all hours of the day. Yeah. Every day's, the different. So there's not a lot of predictability, and then so it can be hard to have that pattern. So that's what we're trying to work on this year.
Yeah, and rhythm's important because it's it creates stability.
Yeah.
It creates a sense of consistency, because the more you are working at something, the better you get at it, and the easier it gets. When we started doing these shows, it took me a while to edit the videos and stuff, but the more we did it, all of a sudden I can turn videos around a lot faster than I used to. Yeah. So, which means I can do more stuff. Yeah,
but it's hard too, because a lot of times when we're starting a new rhythm or habit, maybe it doesn't feel good, and I screwed up, I got out of the rhythm, and it can be really easy to give up. And it's
like boredom and shame.
Yeah. That's its own bad rhythm and cycle.
Yeah.
So it can be really hard, but I see that it's important because it does give that sense of stability. Mm-hmm. I mean, you figure kids, it's really helpful when they have a routine.
Yep.
And we're really just all big kids, so
basically.
Basically.
I already kind of look like a baby
act
with
like
just
one.
a beard. A baby with a beard.
Yeah, so that's just a goal. So, and it looks different for everyone. Everyone's life is different, what they need in their sleep, in their work. So for me, there's two things I'm trying to approach differently this year to make it easier. One is my pattern that has not proven successful is I try to just fix everything at once. Okay, starting this year, I'm going to do cleaning every day. I'm going to go to the gym every day. I'm going to work every day. I'm going to... And then that lasts about 2 days and it's done. So what I'm trying to look at is every week.
Yeah.
Just kind of adding one one new thing. So last week, and we messed up, I think, like one day, I started with...
That's really good.
Yeah, and that's okay. Not being... Oh, I messed up. I guess I'm done with this thing. I started every day with journaling and prayer. And then this week I've added in 10 minutes of mindfulness meditation. The Calm app is awesome, by the way.
Yeah, it is. It's really good.
And going to the gym and working out. So just every little week trying to add in a new thing. Yeah. That's one of my tips. I have one more tip, but do you have a tip?
No,
you have no tips.
I was gonna say
that's okay. If you don't.
What I was gonna say is like I was gonna illustrate you.
Oh, do that.
You trying to attack everything at once is like me saying I'm gonna write a symphony and just starting it with all the parts in mind. You have to kind of start with one part, and then when you bring in another part, you got to figure out how that interplays with what you've already created. And so on and so forth. So it's almost like you're building something. Yeah. So you can kind of have the end picture in mind, but at some point you have to just do one thing at a time, and they build on each other. Watch Bob Ross. He does a really great job of illustrating that. That's true. Bob does do a great job. He does layer after layer after layer. The second tip that I'm having, especially because of my life, it's never the same every week. There's no way I can write and work on my book every day, or I can do anything, most things every day. Well, you are brilliant every day. No. So what I'm trying to look at is, okay, what are the things that I absolutely do need to do every day, but what are the things that I just need to do once or twice a week, and then depending on the schedule, fit them in, or what are the things that I just want to do every month? That way you just kind of have a to-do list, and then you plug it in. But that way you're remembering, okay, every week I want to do this, every month I want to do this, but you're still giving that flexibility to pop it into your schedule when there's a few hours that work. That really inspired me when you talked to me about that last week. Oh, I'm glad that I inspire you. Because I tend to kind of do what you do in my own way, like try to tackle all at once. Yeah. or I tend to think of myself as more productive than I actually am. Me too. So, rather than writing 3 songs a week, which at one point it was more than that. It was like, okay, what if I try to write 1 a week? That's something that you could sustain. Sustainable. What could I keep doing? And one of the things I started doing was there's an app on I don't know if Android users have it, but all the cool iPhone people do. And it's called Wunderlist. It's free. It's awesome. And you can it's a list maker. And I made here's my daily tasks that I'm going to strive for. Here's my weekly. So rather than I'm going to practice my didgeridoo every day, I want to practice it this much this week. And if you don't have that app, you could use a notebook. But the Wunderlist makes this noise, and you feel so satisfied. I heard someone else say that about it. I'm like, it's so true. So those are a couple of our ideas that we're working on, and just being gracious, too, with yourself. Yeah. And you think about it, think about the fall time. In general, it rains a lot. The leaves change, but you can't predict every year exactly what the fall is going to look like. So it's just a basic idea of rhythm. Tell us your tips. Because we clearly need your help. We want to do it well this year. Yeah. So your prompt would be to spend the next week kind of just studying nature. What are the patterns and rhythms and sequences and things that you see? The dance of nature. My hand's dancing. I know, it's hypnotic. Yes. And then create something based on that. That's great. So, yeah. We do our Madlibs now, right? Okay, this is a new monthly rhythm we're doing. I am excited. Okay, so we're calling them Madlibs for Makers because they're going to have some kind of an art theme. So this is our first one, and I wrote this one. Okay. And so this one is called The Garage Band. All right. So, all right. A little close to home. So, all right, Benjamin. Yes. I want to know, I assume everyone, by the way, knows what a Madlib is, but in case you don't, it's where you fill in blanks, but he doesn't know what the story is till I read it. And okay, you'll see. You'll figure it out. You'll get it on. Y'all are smart. Okay, give me a boy's name. Rufus. Oh, that's a good one. I like that one. Okay, give me a color. Green. That's your favorite color. Mm-hmm. Okay, give me an adjective. You know what an adjective is? Saucy. Oh my God.
Okay, name a rectangular object.
Brick.
Okay, name a city.
Goochland.
Goochland.
Virginia.
Okay. Oops, I forgot. This is my first draft.
You don't have to spell it right. They're not going to see it.
Okay. I'll just fix that later. Okay, give me a style of music. You have 5 seconds.
Acid jazz.
What's acid jazz?
Should YouTube it.
Okay, withholder of information. Okay, what is your least favorite holiday?
Christmas.
That's terrible. It actually fits, though, if you wanted to not be funny. Okay, what's a funny word? Give me a funny word. This is a family-friendly show.
I know.
Do we need to come back to that one?
Yes.
Okay, a musical instrument.
Lute.
A lute. Okay, give me a verb.
Break.
Break. Okay. Give me a number.
17.
Okay. Give me a nursery rhyme character.
Mother Hubbard.
Okay. You can probably tell that the video cut out, but this is quite the imperfect show, so we're just going to keep going and not go back and try to do the whole thing again.
So where were we?
We're in the middle of the Madlib, and I want an object with wheels.
Object with wheels, a unicycle.
Ooh. And we're still going to need a funny word, so when you get that. How about an item with strings?
Floss. It's a string.
Well, floss is string. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, the container with
I can do that.
Totally
We can
works.
make it work. It's a Madlib. Okay, how about a romantic word?
Dishes.
Okay, an emotion. Give me an emotion.
Jittery.
Okay, a time of year.
Fall.
Okay, a happy word.
Joy.
Joy. And we need that funny word again.
Blurt.
Okay. Alrighty, friends. So here we go. Here is edition number 1 of our Mad Libs for Makers, the Garage Band. Okay.
I'm listening.
All right. Rufus trudged through the green, saucy snow and systematically shoved his flyers into the bricks of every house in the Goochland neighborhood. Last week, his mother had cleaned out the garage and Rufus had plans. He was going to start an acid jazz band. For Christmas, he'd gotten a blurt lute and was ready to... Oh, I forgot what word you said here. Bruh.
What was
the verb?
It was a verb?
What was the verb you gave me?
I'll say brush.
Okay, ready to brush. To his delight, the flyers were successful. By the end of the week, his efforts brought 17 musicians to his garage.
Wow.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That's a lot.
There was Mother Hubbard with a toothpick. Then there was a Wicked Witch with a daisy. He was most excited when Rhoda pulled up in a unicycle and pulled floss from her backpack. He'd had a crush on her for years. He'd write a dishes song and dedicate it to her. She'd be so jittery that she'd go with him to the fall dance. Yes, this was going to be a joy band.
Wow.
Good job.
Yeah. All right, so this song that we're going to do is on our Outcasts and Refugees album. It is filled with a lot more complex things than what we're going to play for you. So if you want to hear the full version, listen to it on Spotify and enjoy. The song's called Lion. Doesn't have to be perfect.
Go be imperfect, friends. You are a mighty lion, you're beautiful, but you won't be caged, leading past the deeper waters, leading far beyond the grave.
And you are a mighty lion, you're beautiful, but you won't be caged. Lead me past the deeper waters, lead me far beyond the grave. You said come, you said lead your life. Not a metaphor, it's what you had in mind. I'm stepping out. And you are a living fire, one kiss of your flame, and I am consumed. Tongues of men and songs of angels breaking the grounds for your kingdom to bloom. You said come, you said lead your life. Not a metaphor, it's what you had in mind. I'm stepping out. I hear you roar, so I open the door. Come on in and wreck my life, turn my tables over, shake me straight and sober from the sleep of my comfort and pride. And you are a mighty lion, you're beautiful, but you won't be caged. Lead me past the deeper waters, lead me